Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 25 of Europa Universalis 4 as Malwa. We are currently at war with Bermanis. We did a little bit of a cheap trick where we... well, it wasn't a cheap trick. I declared war on Bermanis, managed to get Transoxiana to come in and help with Delhi. I jumped straight onto Delhi's capital, because it's right next to me. Jumped straight onto Delhi's capital and got them to peace out. Right, you're now moving into me, which is unfortunate, because that means I'm probably going to lose that fight again. I did get there first, but you do have a massive morale advantage on me. Yeah, we're not going to win that battle. Once again, we are going to have to retreat from that one, I am afraid. So some more war score lost. In the meantime, I'll just continue to try and siege down their capital, grab a few more provinces in the hope that we can gain some additional war score. Actually, no, let's go ahead and take this army over there, because you're trying to chase me down, which I do not appreciate. So I'm gonna go over here with this sort of spare army, and we're gonna go in with bigger numbers, while these guys here attempt to siege down their capital. We've already got a wall breach, 42%. These guys doing stuff that I don't appreciate. Probably don't need to move you all the way back there, because we will want you to reinforce. Yeah, they're starting to unsiege stuff now, which I don't take too kindly to. But I shall go and move in over there. If you want to go and sit in that fort... Yeah, they're unsieging this stuff, and that I don't like. But we are sieging... Right, we've got their capital now. So I'm just going to move this army in over here. And I'm just going to basically move all of my armies towards them and take these provinces. Because I do want these provinces. So sure, yeah, if you want to sit in that province there with your little 9 stack, I'll take that. They are going to go in and reinforce. I'm going to go all in here. I know this is a big risk, because we're about to put a lot of units in and we don't have a lot of manpower. But we are going to catch them. So they do have much higher base morale. We've got in with some more units. We're going to go in with another stack in a moment. They are going to get a 3 stack in, but that's not going to save them. We're taking huge losses here. But ultimately, we win the battle. Decent amount of war score. Let's just move some of these stacks into these provinces, because we want to retake them quickly. I don't think they have any troops over here. My vassals are still sieging everything out for them. We can invest in... more yearly army tradition. I am still behind in tech though, and I do want to stay ahead and relevant in tech. So I'm not going to do that just yet. They are sieging over here actually. You're going to move down. They're probably going to try and take their capital back. Which, you know, I don't blame them, because that's what I'd be trying to do. So let's see if we can go and get at least these 3 and take our own one back before they have a chance to really do anything. I want to take this one back. Now you're going to... Right, okay, that's fine. Unsiege it, unsiege it. Right, okay, fine. Let's have a look and see what we could possibly get. If I wanted to peace out with you now, I've got a permanent claim on that, so I want to take it. Ideally take as... Well, ideally want to take as much stuff as possible, just to weaken them up. Take more coastal stuff. This would give us aggressive expansion with Jainpur, don't care. Delhi, don't care. Bermanis, don't care. I mean, that's a lot of aggressive expansion. It's a fair bit of overextension. But it really does start to weaken them up. Could we get them to... Oh, we don't have enough points for a humiliate. Any war reps? We can get war reps from them. War reps, but no... gold. I will take that deal. Gives us a fair bit of extra land. We need to recover manpower. We need to recover money. So, a few things that we want to do. First thing that we want to do is go ahead and turn all the forts off, because that's going to cost us a fortune. We can select a naval doctrine. This is new to me. What's this all about? Select naval doctrine. Fleet in being. Our naval influence shall be felt without expense of our fleet leaving the port, except under the most favourable conditions. So, cheaper naval maintenance modifier. Galley combat, well, I'm not really fighting. Ship trade power. Well, I use my ships for trade and nothing else, really, so I'm going to go for the trade power. It'll cost us some money, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Let's make sure the trade fleet is once again trading. So we'll go ahead and protect trade there. We have fulfilled a mission, which will gain us some sailors. And we've fulfilled this one as well. What does this give us? Trade efficiency and global trade power and 3 mercantilism. Oh, wow. Excellent. 2 really nice things there. So we want to recover our armies. Going to take a while because we've got no manpower. So how's that institution spread going? Because I really don't want to have to pay if I can help it. Well, I mean, I know I will have to pay. I just don't want to have to pay the full amount. 886. It is still spreading. That's fine. We do have to do some coring. So there's no point waiting around. Let's start working on well, there's only one there that we can't start on. So we'll do all the others. Hopefully our army will recover. We are, wow, 48,000 manpower down. That's significant. So our army at the moment is really, really weak. So this would be an excellent time for our enemies to decide to jump on us. But we have gained a considerable amount of land. We've gained a little bit more coast, which gives us some more sailors. We've weakened Bermanis. I've convinced myself that I can beat Bermanis in a fair fight. Well, I guess it wasn't fair. I mean, Bermanis were kind of on their own, and I had Transoxiania. Transoxiania weren't doing an awful lot. I mean, they were helping with some of the sieging, but not really getting too involved. Ayathaya has declared me as a rival, but they're probably too far away to really cause me any trouble yet. I'm sure they will cause me some trouble later. I'm going to move this army up to the north because I suspect that we might have a problem at some point with Delhi. We don't have to wait for a while because Bermanis have a truce with us. Delhi's truce runs out first, so Bermanis are less likely to attack us. Delhi are more likely. John Clissold has left us. We do have one too many leaders actually, but he was a good leader. Maybe we should get another one. But we're only allowed to have 2 leaders. We're not currently at war, so let's keep things as they are for now. We definitely want to sort of keep our relationships going with people. Let's 127 with you, 124 with Orissa. What is our improved relations? 38. Yeah, let's go and improve relations with Orissa. I probably will, at some point, break my alliance with them. But not just yet. Improve relations with Transoxiana is almost maxed anyway. I'm a little bit concerned that if I break my relationship with them now, that somebody will jump on me, which I feel is a little bit more than I want to deal with. I almost have enough money to get the next institution. I don't really... there we go. So let's go ahead and embrace that. So that just cost us a lot of money. Although we're actually making decent money right now. That's probably because most of our army's dead. So that's made our technology a fair bit cheaper, but it's still expensive. We are definitely behind in admin, so we want to try and catch up here. We could go ahead and take our defensive idea. I mean, that yearly army tradition is worth getting earlier rather than later. Let's go ahead and grab it. We'll be behind in tech for a little while, but that is fine. We have lost an advisor, which is unfortunate because we can't afford to hire a new one right now. We've got no admin points coming in because our leader is shocking. Yearly inflation reduction, I mean, he'll have to do. Let's go ahead and... We can't focus admin yet until 69. Wow, that is a long time away. 20 years in between changing focuses is pretty bad. Recall the diplomat from Transoxiania. How are things with Vijayanagar? Are you still rivaled to me? You are not. Vijayanagar do not rival me. So you've got negative 30 trust. So even if I wasn't rival to Orissa, that'd still only be minus 80. You still wouldn't... No, actually, no. If I wasn't rival to Orissa and you actually trusted us, then we'd be able to ally Vijayanagar. So it might happen. Might actually be able to get an alliance with Vijayanagar at some point during this campaign. Making decent money per month. That's only because we have very, very small armies right now. We do have that truce with Delhi, so you can be drilling for the time being. We might as well have somebody drilling. We could use some of our money in order to get some buildings. I don't think there's any that I particularly need. Don't think there's any places where I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely have to get a building there. So we'll probably wait. We need the next institution to start spreading, which is colonialism. It's currently stalled. But we can always solve that by improving the development in a different nation. Not a different nation, in a different province. Somewhere where it's fairly cheap. So you can see, we've got no colonialism, but if I was to, for example, spend some there, it does actually give us a tiny little amount, but you don't really see it go up. So you just about see it moving. So we can try and stay ahead by spending development points. But let's let them build up, because we do want to try and grab the techs first, I guess. So manpower, we're now 39,000 down, so we've managed to get another 10,000. That is fine. Delhi are fabricating on us, which is also fine. We should probably be fabricating on Delhi. Let's go ahead and start building a spy network over here. At some point, I would like to be able to jump onto Delhi and try and grab something from them. Maybe their capital, because that's going to have some good development there. It's only 24, actually. 911-4. Decent enough. Ming has actually rivaled me. Cheers, Ming. Any particular reason why you've rivaled someone, like, halfway across the world? So you can't really get to me, so what's the point? Let's start coring that last province. I know that we're spending more admin points, and that doesn't really help with things, but that's fine. So we could go ahead and fight Koch again, because our truce has ended. They're actually only allied with Orissa at the moment, so we could technically fight Koch and use them to get to Orissa. But the problem is, at the moment, I've got a fair bit of overextension, and I'm behind on admin, so there's not a lot of point in trying to take stuff from them. But yeah, grabbing more stuff from Orissa would be nice. I mean, we could potentially just cut Bamanis and Vijayanagar off completely. Surprised England hadn't turned up here yet. That other little nation that was down here that was under the control of Bamanis, that has now gone. And also this nation here. So Andhra is now 2 provinces. Looks like some other wars broke out with Bamanis when we were fighting them. Maybe that's what kept them so busy. At some point we will integrate Adar. Sindh is allied with Transoxiana. That is fine. I mean, at some point we probably will have to directly fight Sindh, but I don't think that's an issue right now. Western India, yeah, so I guess to get India, we need all of this, Bengal, Hindustan, and Western India. Hindustan goes quite high up into Delhi, so we basically need to take all of Delhi and Sindh, and yeah, it's going to be tricky. I do not deny that. How are we doing on manpower still? 35,000 men. That's still a lot of men that were short. But in the meantime, we're making decent bank, so that's not bad. I mean, actually go ahead and use that to buy the next institution when it comes around and reduce another penalty. Unfortunately, we do need to have it in a certain number of our provinces before we can even start to get it anywhere else. So we need to try and get colonialism. Where is colonialism, by the way? So it's over here, but it hasn't quite spread this far east yet. Hopefully it will. Let me have one more look at my text there, actually. So Diplo will be able to get fairly soon. We definitely want to stay relevant on military tech. Particularly as Bamanis must have teched up like just before we went to war, because I'm sure they were definitely only on military tech 10 when the war started. It's quite possible they've teched up since, but Yeah, they do have... Was it military ideas? Yeah, they've got 4 defensive ideas. They were definitely getting some... I mean, I've got defensive ideas as well. That 15% morale of armies is so good. So good. Arguably, grabbing the 15% morale of armies is better than getting Tech 12 here. I mean, the tactics is nice and the supply limit's nice and we get new infantry, but 15% morale, I mean, that's just really good. Either way, we'll try and take the tech first so we stay ahead. And also, we don't... the tech costs are going up over time because of the penalties, whereas the ideas costs don't go up. So we'll take the tech first while it's as cheap as we can get it, and then we'll take the idea later. I don't think I've got enough spare monarch points in order to get that institution up, which is a real shame. We've just got no colonialism spread here at all. Renaissance is starting to spread out. I thought we'd embraced it. Yeah, it's embraced, but it's still spreading. Our truce with Delhi has ended, so they could declare on us. Not entirely convinced they will. I'm going to take this other 20 stack and put that up towards the north as well, just in case they do try something funny. Rival CB, which we know about. I mean, Delhi is still probably pretty hurting anyway. Yeah, Delhi have only got 10,000 manpower themselves. They have got 40,000 men, but I've got 50,000, so we do still have the bigger army. They're still running with mercenaries. They do have more manpower than I, which is not surprising. Can we get any states? We can make that into a state. Make us a bit of money. We'll go ahead and do those cores instantly. We only own 2 out of the 5 provinces, so probably not worth it. We don't own that yet. We only own 2 of those. They're probably the next ones that we want to take. There's only 1 of those we don't own. That's a decent amount of extra income, actually. We can only afford to grab 1 of those for now, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Over here, this is Foundation Afro. Let's put Afro in charge of this army, and then we can go and drill with it as well. So that should work out for us. So we've got 2 full stacks. We just need these stacks now to get up to speed. Probably going to need to do some religious conversions. We'll keep the money coming in. We call the diplomat from Orissa. We could offer Condottieri, which is probably not good when we're still 30,000 manpower down. Still making decent money. Yeah, I'm getting very behind on admin, but I really want to get the military tech. We are making decent money. We've only got level 1 advisors across the board. Let's get that level 3 national tax guy while we can afford it. It's going to cost us half of our money, but those extra admin points are really going to make it worthwhile. So we've got to do that. We don't have a truce with Delhi. Let's go ahead and send an insult to them. Just to get our power projection back up against 50. Because that'll give us an extra monarch point to each of our... It gives us an extra leader with that upkeep as well. But this won't stay that high for long. So, let's have a look at our rivals again here. We're being rivaled by Ayutthaya and Ming. I think Ming is far too away to do anything with, so let's rival Ayutthaya. A great advisor has died. That's my flipping Diplo guy. Well, we'll just get the +1 trade efficiency guy. We only had a +1 before, and we are further up on our stockpiling of Diplo points than anything else, so that's not too bad. What other missions do we have that we need to do? All of the provinces in the Gerd area and Malwa area that we need. And that would give us 20 army tradition. That would be quite nice. We can now rival... not rival, we can embargo Ayutthaya. Issue embargo. There we go. Do we have all 3 embargoes? Yes, we do. Only Delhi are embargoing us, but Manis aren't. Which is weird. But that's fine. That's fine. Let us go ahead and finish that instant call. So we've still got a few of these that we need to do. Yes, institution spread. That's what we need. Please happen. Yeah, everything is... Where did I start to get that colonialism? I can't even remember which province it was in now. I think it was this one here. Handia is where we started to get it. So we might have to spend... I mean, we do have cheaper development here. But let's try and get the next levels of tech. And then we'll spend some development here. We'll get this up. And hopefully then start to spread. Because you do need an institution to be present in a certain number of states. Or a certain number of provinces before you are able to embrace it. 8 peasant regiments in Thalna. Where is Thalna? Down there. Let's move this army down. Stop them from drilling. We can purchase an ability. Mercenary discipline. War cost versus other religions. We do fight other religions quite a bit, so let's go for that one. Because there's a lot of different religions down here. That's diplomacy, not religious. So we are Hindu, but we do have some Sunni around us, so that's fine. Okay. Okay. We will just wait until these guys... Oh, what have we got here? Lose a lot of ducats. Interest per annum. We'll take the reduced production efficiency. So these guys are going down here. They're very, very low. What's the word I'm looking for? Morale. So we'll just wait on that one. If I don't fire this manually, it'll auto-fire anyway. But I'm hoping that we can get to the beginning of June. If we can, then they'll have almost full morale. And they should be able to deal with these regiments. Yeah, there we go. It's almost full morale. It'll be enough to fight the peasants. Gain 50 admin power and reduce Diplotech cost. Or prestige. Both are nice. Prestige is useful. I'm actually going to take the prestige. As much as I could do with the admin points, we're constantly been behind on prestige in this game. So having some prestige will be really good for us. We've got a fair bit of corruption. It is going down. We could buy it down. Not making nearly as much money as we were before. Bermanis declared war on Andhra. Does that mean they're now at war with Vijayanagar? It does indeed. But so they've obviously recovered quite quickly. Let's get this army back to drilling. We're still short on manpower. We'll have lost a few more because of that bite with the peasants. Yeah, let's give Jampur access. They're at war. No, they're at war with Delhi. No, screw it. I'm not letting Delhi in over here to fight against Jampur. But that is where we're going to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.